got to work on the audio.
Now has it got sound?
Oh yeah, I got you now. Can you hear me?
Got me now. Okay. Hey y'all, Derek on the food boat. I got Andy with the Menorcan mullet right there. Andy's out. What are you doing, Andy?
Just left the marina. We'll head out for a little nighttime shark fishing over in the St. Simon Sound. Um, we've got some squid for some bait. I've got I brought my
Shark
big
fishing,
rod with
huh?
me. What's that? I brought my big rod with me and my spinner rod for some smaller stuff, bait, and I got the old trusty Senator 6-aught with me too. But we're going to try that and see if we can We've been going um, on the weekends for the past couple of weeks. We're getting into some small ones. Haven't seen any big ones yet, but as the water temperature comes up, they're going to continue to kind of infiltrate the area.
Andy, I don't know what's going on with this freaking, but I'm lagging now worse than I did with the.
Can you hear me at all? Let me check something right here.
Worse than.
How about now? Is that any better? Completely lost him. I wish I could see the stream, the chat, see if anybody was seeing, but I can't. I don't even know if we're.
Andy, are you there again? I can't hear you now. Can y'all hear me? No audio on either end. Okay. Give me... Are we back now? Are we back, Andy? All right, they can hear me, Andy. We can't hear you. Oh, my God. It's always something. Sorry, Andy. Let me see if I can figure out why we can't hear you. Let me remove you and maybe add you to the stream again. Andy, I don't know. Tim says it's up on mine, not on Andy's. I'm not hearing you, Andy. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. Don't know what we got going on here. The Starlink wasn't picking up. Good to see you, though, Andy. Thanks for joining in. I know you're shark fishing. We'll see you later. It looks like it's actually still dropping signal with this Starlink. I don't know what's going on. How's the picture look? Does it look decent? Does it look better than what we were filming back in January, February? Are we making progress? I don't know. Hopefully the picture's a little bit better than it was. I would hate to say we went through all this song and dance and ended up back in the same spot, but I don't know what's going on with this Starlink, but it just doesn't, it's freezing a bit. Huh. Yeah, because it's not showing me great service, and I don't understand that. Let me see, run an internet speed test on it real quick. We're showing up. Upload, yeah, upload's not that great. We got 60 megabytes per second going down, only about 6 going up. I mean, that was better than it was a second ago when it rebooted itself, but that's still not. I mean, I would hope it's better than the last one, but I really want to bring y'all some great quality. So I don't know what's going on. Oh, we got Andy back again. Maybe add him to the stream. Andy,
Can you hear me now, Derek?
We got you now, man. Yes, awesome. We do.
So yeah, I've got my old trusty. I got my 80 wide on here. I've got my Penn Senator 6/0, and then my spinning reel. And
nice.
We'll go out and try to see if we can find a decent fish tonight. We haven't seen any big ones yet, but hopefully we'll. You know, we're going to catch the small ones. And
nice.
I showed the group my tags. I've got some tags here that for the Department of Commerce for shark. You record the information on the back of it. There's a little capsule that goes on the that you dart into the fish with a number on it. You unscrew it, and it's got information in there that you know what they'd like, what kind of data they'd like for you to recover from the fish, and then send it to you. Send it back home. And when you do that, if you catch one of my sharks that I have tagged, I get a hat, and you get a hat. It's a win-win.
Really?
Yeah. I actually have one on here somewhere. I have to dig my shark.
Now, you have a hat because you've caught a tag shark, or you have a hat because somebody caught one of yours?
Somebody caught one of mine.
Really?
Yeah.
Very cool.
They send the guy that caught the shark, as well as the the guy that tagged the shark, they both get a hat. And I mean, for what it is, it's a hat. You know, it's
Yeah.
a little trophy.
No, that's very cool, man.
So getting ready to go do that and check that out. But yeah, this part is working really good. I don't know how much motor noise I'm not much over idle right here. We're about 2,000 RPMs on the motor. So hopefully there's not a whole lot of engine noise on the broadcast. But
I'm not hearing any of it. I'm not hearing any of your motor noise. So
we're getting ready to pick it up and get on out there and get anchored up and get set up for this evening.
Nice.
And we're fishing with squid. Hopefully we'll get a couple fish. Maybe we'll get something that's decent enough for some bait, and we'll bait up the big hook on the 80 and drop it over and see if there's a monster lurking around.
Very cool.
Very cool. It's working good. And have you said that the drone interface is not going to be able to work until you get another cable? Is that right?
Yeah. So let me hop over here real quick and show y'all. So I got the part that goes on, and we'll change that out here shortly. The problem is I've got HDMI standards and I've got HDMI micros, but I don't have that intermediate, the mini, and I didn't realize that was what it called for. And like literally the start.
That's an easy fix. You'll get that figured out.
What's that?
I said that's an easy fix. Amazon's got you covered, bro.
The problem is where I'm at in Charleston, there's no easy way to get around like anywhere. So by the time I got this and I opened it, it was either I was not going to be able to live stream till about 8 o'clock, and head to Best Buy, or I was just going to have to come to the boat, get it set up, and then set for that later. Because I mean, it's just Charleston's just waterways and bridges, a lot like where you're at in Georgia. I mean, it's just
yeah. Well, closest Best Buy to me is an hour and a half away. So
closest Best Buy to use it. Where's that at?
Jacksonville.
You got to head to Jacksonville to get to Best Buy.
Yes, that's the closest Best Buy for me. So I mean, most of the stuff I pick up's got to come off Amazon. I'm telling you, man, it's just living in Georgia. It's different. It's just a lot different here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I've got to go all the way to North Charleston to get a good supply of stuff. Like there's one like right down the street from my house on the west side of town. But like if I want to get like actual like a good like supply of like a large Best Buy, I got to go to North Charleston, which is from my house probably 40 minutes though. 40 minutes. So it's like I said, it's still.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm fixing to jump off here because I'm going to pick up and run for a while.
Yeah, man. No, appreciate you coming out. Thanks for saying hey, Andy.
Good to see everybody, and we'll be back with you here on another occasion for sure.
And are you still thinking maybe you might come up here one day and tie up to the dock and spend a couple nights?
Yeah, I think that'd be a neat trip. I still got to do a few more things to the boat, but yeah, that sounds like a pretty cool plan.
Yeah, I can't wait. I mean, that sounds like it'll be a lot of fun. Get you up here.
Work out. All right, guys. Yeah. Good to talk with you. Check me out on the Menorcan Mullet.
Awesome. Thanks, Andy. Tight lines. That's very cool. Andy with the Menorcan Mullet. I'm pretty sure all of y'all know who he is. About a year ago, Andy and I were in Haulover. Well, not Haulover. In Miami with Alfred at his little appreciation, or what was it, the Sunferrado episode. So he had the Sunferrado summer party. So Andy and I went down there, did some live streams with him, and that's where like the Starlink idea came about. Let me go ahead and step back here real quick. No, the Starlink does not appear to be good. I don't know what's going on with it. Now it's saying it's calibrating again. It's dropped off a few times for me, and it's getting a little bit frustrating. I'm not gonna lie. I thought this was gonna be the end all be all, answer to all my problems. It may end up still being that, but right now it's good night, man. Thanks for stepping in, checking it out. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully video, all that's back up and running. But this is a little bit upsetting to say the least. You would think that I don't know. I unboxed it just a couple hours ago, got it set up. It does. It looks like on my phone it's doing great, but once you hop over to this laptop, it doesn't seem to want to participate all that well. So we're gonna go ahead, hopefully, really throw this thing through a loop. One thing I need to do. Let me see if I can get y'all zoomed out real quick. Out, Derek. So, dang it. It's just not. This, let me go ahead and got all sorts of issues going on here. It just, what I think one of my main issues is with this thing right now is the power pull it does. It is drawing down on a lot of power. All right, am I back? It's showing me is back. um, the stream quality is probably down a little bit right now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm back apparently. The stream quality is probably down a little bit because I had to go ahead and grab the Wi-Fi from the house over there because Starlink's not giving me a good signal. So let me hop out here real quick, grab a couple things to get going on this. Where did I put? Probably left the Allen keys in the most inconvenient place up in the car. I am so sorry, y'all, about this this live stream. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it's not cooperating like it should. It's just doing its own thing, but we're just going to roll with it and see if we can figure it out regardless. So I think that is the Allen key that I need to go ahead and get this swapped over. So let's go ahead and pull these out probably. Oh, I forgot to do the transmitter receiver. Let me get you a closer view real quick. So let me get this thing hooked up. Hopefully it works today. The way everything's going, it may not. So we might just have to punt again. So let's just see what we can do, and we'll go from there. What am I looking for? An HDMI cable. So let's see if this decides it's going to play nice today. I do need to, while I'm at the store, go ahead and probably buy a new charger. Well, not a new charger, a charger for this setup, because it doesn't seem to want to charge all that fast off of, maybe at all, because that did not power on. Let me see if the other battery, it doesn't charge through its internal system, so it might have just depleted both of these batteries from yesterday's stream. So let's see if it will charge. All right, that one's powering on. It's blinking red, which means I got less than 10 minutes of service with it. So let's see if it is sending, and get you a couple minutes of something a little bit more unique. Well, that's working at the moment. So let me get out there real quick and run through this so we can go ahead and show you what I'm doing with the drone. So we've got the drone set up here, and we just need to back these out. They're small little Allen keys, and this thing's pretty worn out. My tool itself is worn out because I've had to use it to torque down on some things on the barge, and it's not the best quality. It is a Craftsman, but Craftsman is not what they used to be. Sorry, Craftsman, don't sue me. So we're sitting here just backing these out, and we're going to open this up and see what it looks like on the inside real quick. But yeah, Captain Geechee, Brandon, yeah, thanks. It is all just growing pains with this technology. It looks like that signal's pretty good, even though it's pulling from the house. It looks like the broadcast is pretty clear. Hopefully the audio sounds as good as it looks. When you stop for a day, always remember to charge the batteries. Yeah, like I said, Tim, I plugged these batteries in. I plugged the units in, but they didn't sell the batteries with a charger, and that's my mistake, to not even ask for that, because I just assumed, and you know what they say about assuming, I just assumed when they sold this thing, that the unit itself would charge the batteries, and it does not appear to be the case. So, like I said, apparently I've just been drawing down on the battery since day one that I bought it. Well, day one that I bought it was the other day, but yeah, that's where we're sitting with this right now. So let's open this thing up and take a look inside. All right, so that's what it has there, and this is what I need to replace it with, and I'm not entirely sure best way to go about this? Oh man, I would hope that it was disconnected or something. I think I'm gonna fuck this thing up. I don't see any way. I got to take those screws out. Maybe it's just plug and play with that right there. I got to get this in there. No, because I got to get these here plugged in as well. I don't know how I'm going to do that. How do they... Just pull out. Those came out easy. Right? How am I supposed to get this in? Yeah, you would think, Tim. I mean, that those freaking things set me back a pretty penny. And they it didn't come with a charger. Jesus, I'm gonna bust things up. Slow it down. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast, right? I'm getting nervous. My contacts are drying out. This just is it's not going the way I would hoped it have gone today. Oh, looks like that is all she wrote on that one. That one's out too. So let's go ahead and hop over here. Like I said, these batteries, I'm gonna have to go get a charger for them and get that figured out tomorrow as well with those get those batteries figured out tomorrow with the, I don't know, the cable for this thing, and hopefully figure out Starlink. Really thought it was going to be the answer to all my problems. It's turning out that may not be the case. I really don't want to have to go back to the drawing board because every time I do, it just takes a lot of time. But again, like I said before, I appreciate all y'all joining me on this journey. But I was hoping to be able to give you something good and reward you, I guess. Reward you for your troubles of hanging out with me through all the issues that we are having. But yeah, that the Starlink, aside from everything else, is drawing down on a lot of power on this rig. So I'm probably going to have to upgrade the generator, or, you know, Brandon, you were sending me stuff today for how do we unplug that? Brandon, you were sending me stuff today to charge what do you call it? Some solar panels and get some power going to this rig other than what we have. Don't understand how they expect me to put all that together. It's got to come off. It's got to just be a housing for it. There we go. There we go. Wish I can give you all a close-up, but go ahead and swap. This is the one that came off. We're going to focus on it. So that just came off. And we're going to replace it with this. As you can see, there's going to be a couple more ports on it. So we'll get it set up and in place. Yeah, Tim, it really didn't come with much instructions. I mean, maybe on the internet, but the thing, if you remember from the unboxing that we did earlier today, I mean, it was literally just how to put it up on the stand, how to get it going from there, and then just, you know, it's supposed to just work like magic, I guess. I don't know. So let's see. Let's see how this goes. But yeah, I mean, I pretty much followed the instructions they told me to do that came with the box. The only piece of paper in there had a bunch of stuff, and I need a magnet. Well, probably can't use a magnetic thing here in my fat fingers. Make this thing a little bit more difficult than it should be. Got one in. First one's the hardest, right? Not entirely sure where I can put this thing to take off so y'all could see, since I'm not going to be, the instructions are online. I mean, that makes sense. Everything's online today. But not sure where you're going to be able to see this the best since I can't plug in. The like I said, the other camera's exhausted, so I can't really even give you a guess. Hold on now. I'm sitting here acting like this camera's out of commission. The other one, like I said, the other AX43 doesn't have a battery on it. That's probably why this one's still working, is because it's toggling back and forth on the battery. Because I'm telling you, that doohickey upstairs that's supposed to be giving me Elon Musk's Wi-Fi password and all of his information as far as Amazon and stuff goes, it's not giving me the best of internet. So let's just go ahead. Unplug you. Leave that there. Swap you out over here. Let's get another camera going, huh? Bear with me, folks. We back at the helm? Good, we're back at the helm. Ben, thanks for checking in. Really appreciate it. It is a beautiful view. I know you know the dock very well. Might be my computer settings. I mean, it could be, but let me see where the cell phone's over there, right? I left it at the helm, I mean at the table. Well, right now it's not even the computer settings, because if you can see this, come on, it's saying disconnected. So it's not even that, it's disconnected. So, and now I'm out of focus. Now I'm out of focus. So let's focus back in over here. Brandon, I'm just going to ignore your comments. I think you already know the answer to that. But yeah, let's power this off. Get that cord out of the way of the camera. Consolidate and clean up some of these cords real quick. Don't know why. Don't know why it's not working. So we're just gonna power on through it, I guess. But like I said, yeah, this one here is the same camera as number 2 over there, but number 2 has a battery pack behind it. And I've never had an issue with these things powering out like that, but I do now. So I guess Starlink probably takes a fair amount of power to push it. So that's really going to be the thing, I guess, Tim, that I got to go look at that manual, see how much power it's drawing down on things, because I mean it's disconnected again. It's disconnected again. So let's grab, what do I need? I need battery for the drone. Put you back on number 2. Get the drone. Grab the dead battery. This one was on the charger, so let's grab it. It's powering up, making progress on it. Hear it chirping. Let's go ahead and power this up. DJI go. All right, we got that. Saying we need an update. All right, let me go put this on the roof real quick. I'll be right back down. All right, hopefully I don't destroy Alex's drone right now. Slide to take off. Got a drone flying overhead. All right, well, at least that thing swapped out and the drone is flying. I don't really want to bring it any closer because if you remember from the drone episode that we shot the other day, it was giving me a warning. So it has a sensor issue. So we're going to go ahead and just show you physically, show you with a camera. If I can find the drone. See, we've got a drone in the air. So tomorrow we'll get that thing hooked up. And maybe work through Starlink and a couple other issues. Sorry, you got to look at my big ugly mug this close and personal. But yeah. We got a drone. So I'm going to go ahead and get this patched up. I'll do some searching, see if I can find some batteries for this. Stop and get that HDMI port. It's just kind of fluttering there. So it's making progress, but the progress is a little bit slower than I had hoped for. So, Tim, the pucker effect is going on. It's as tight as a seal's ass right now. It's all that water. It's my best friend's drone, but yeah, I mean we've flown this thing. Fortunately, on Aquabob, his sailboat, and we flew it on, I believe, Double D's. it's been flowing on and around the water for quite some time now. So we are you seeking unnecessary stress, Balin? You know me, I live for stress. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's recover this drone. Let's get it recovered. And I'm not gonna lie, because he kind of lost his cool when it came to the drone and putting the drone in the air. So let's bring it down nice and slowly. And go ahead and lander. So it's landed. The drone is recovered. I just need to get this thing patched up, get a couple more things done, and we should be in action. Yes, Tim, I saw your question about how we are powering this, and unfortunately, because I don't have these things mobile, the camera's mobile because this isn't charged. Right now, there is this cable that comes with it that goes to the modem, and from the modem, it's just plugged into an outlet over here. So all that's supposed to charge it. And the outlet that it's plugged into is the outlet that the freezer runs off of. So the freezer's off, unplugged. It's not pulling any juice, but that juice that should have sufficient juice for it. So I don't know what we got going on. I got to figure that out. And Brandon, thanks for the textbook landing. I give myself a little pat on the back for that one. At least that went well, and a drone didn't go in the drink. But yeah, so the drone's there. We'll get that sorted out and go from there. I don't know what else I can show y'all. There's really not much else to check in with. I just got to come up with a laundry list of stuff that needs to get sorted out, fixed out. I need to probably recover these lights. I had them covered with tape. I don't know why I took that tape off. So let's go ahead and do that while we're talking to you, because that one wants to pop out of the wall now. I can't see if that's any better because it just blinded myself now. I think this one too. ISO's on auto. Everything should be on auto. Sorry. Guess I'm not as savvy as I was hoping for. I don't like how blown out it is over here. Not much I can do about that, I guess, other than maybe zoom it in a little bit more on the helm. but that's a little bit better, but now I got to stand further back. So, yeah, anyways, some things worked, some things didn't. I got some stuff to work on. We'll get you a little bit of the view real quick, and hopefully get you the drone tomorrow. But I mean, this is what we're dealing with here in the Low Country. It is a very beautiful place. So let's maybe show you a little bit of what we got going on. Sunset coming on. Some beautiful coloring. And then, like I said, that's Low Country. So I'd like to be able to get you these views with a mobile camera better than what we're doing right now. But get out. So best I can do. I'm tethered and punching all sorts of buttons. I'm working all sorts of angles here. Maybe I can get you up top though to show you what's going on up top. Are we still transmitting? We are. One more question. The outlet? No, it's not shore power. It's a generator, Tim, and I'll show you here in a second. Maybe that's the thing, is maybe I need to get my buddy who knows more about electrical out here. But well, let's walk up top real quick. Right now I'm stuck walking around with a cable. So this is what we've got. That's the Starlink. And that tether goes down below. The helm's right down there. And then back here, I got a box built around the generator to just kind of keep it a little bit quieter. Obviously, I don't know if I can get you that angle. Yeah. And there's a hole for the exhaust. And then that other side's open, pushing all the noise to the back. But, oh man, that is a great looking sunset. Yeah, I really wish I can get the drone up for that right now, because that'd have been really cool to be able to show you that. We'll show you it tomorrow. The Low Country is a beautiful place. Like I said, it's unfortunate that I didn't get this stuff worked out today. It came in, I got really excited, like a kid on Christmas, hopped to it real quick, and I'm not good at that stuff. Gotta take it back to the drawing board and figure that out. So let's climb on down below here again. Sorry, give me a second. Generators are notoriously dirty. Not sure what you mean by that, Tim. What is that? Creating a disturbance? What do you mean? I'm not as savvy as y'all may think, and I might not know what entirely what you mean by that. Certified by Generac. Oh, I'm not questioning your certifications. I know you're a tradesman. I don't know what you mean when you say they're notoriously dirty and that might be the problem. Come on. focus in on me, not the cord. What are you focusing in on? Problem with this camera is it likes to autofocus way too much. So I'm not tracking what you mean, Tim. They jump between 50 and 60 hertz. So it's not pushing something steady enough and reliable enough. So what do I need to do? Do I need to jump up to a bigger generator? How do I clean that up? What are you thinking? Because when that thing worked, it worked. And then I just decided that was it. That was all she wrote. Where is my phone? It's still in the controller. Power things down. The drone is off. Controller's off. Let me hop back over here to chat with y'all. I just wanted to grab some stuff. Again, Tim, like I said, I'm not entirely sure what the solution is. I guess, like you said, they don't know. Gotcha. I'm not sure how to fix it then. I don't know. Guess it's another generator that needs, or what, to pull all this together. But yeah, like you said, I mean, it's because it's dropping power on those stuff on the cameras. Like I said, I unplugged the freezer, unplugged the chef base, so it should be doing just fine with power pull, but it won't give a consistent power, I guess, huh? For the Starlink, which is a disappointment for sure. Okay, thanks. I look forward to that email. Hopefully I can get something sorted out, because it's not even. It's just telling me the device is disconnected. Debug data. Yeah, I don't know what its don't know what its deal is. Sign into the account real quick and see what I can see. Maybe if it's saying something on high tech stuff is critical on the hertz. my account. And just signing in now. The issues I'm having is Starlink's just not working. And like I said, and like Tim said, it's definitely on my end. I just don't know. Current billing cycle, June 1 through. There's an Ethernet adapter. No, because it's the Starlink itself isn't doing anything. Really, a fluctuation, that much of a fluctuation will mess it up that bad? Because, yeah, the thing powered up, and it moved, and it ran for a little while. Aqua Bob, Alex, good news and bad news. Good news is, Alex, your drone is still alive. I swapped out that stuff. It worked. I don't have the right HDMI for it. Awesome, Greg. Good to see you too. I don't have the right HDMI for the drone. It requires HDMI Mini, I believe, is the one it requires. And I have the micro and I have the standard out here. So I don't have the ability to get some drone feed on this live stream right now. But Alex, just since you're tuning in, I'll give you some proof of life that your drone is still alive. Yeah, go figure. I need another cable. Your drone is still alive here. It's alive and well. And I did perform the change out, the swap for the new module. And come on now. So it no longer has just the two little ports. It's got, well, here. It's probably better to show you on this one. So it's got, these ports are going to go on there. Come on. So I've swapped it out, did a quick flight before I put this on because I wanted to make sure she still flew before I patched everything back up, and she did. She flew perfect. But I don't have her lock, cocked, and ready to rock to be putting out any sort of video on the stream. But Let's get her buttoned up. And then the other issue that we're running into right now is that the Starlink, I guess the generator is not putting out sufficient power. So I'm not running off a Starlink. I'm running off a Wi-Fi from 300 something feet away, and all sorts of different things. So today has been a fun stream. Everyone who's tuning in, everyone who comes and hangs out, I really appreciate it. Like I said, we're just working through these issues, and once we get it sorted out, we should have a lot of fun with this. Really looking forward to everything. I need to get those of you who are just tuning in, need to get a battery charger for these batteries. The units themselves apparently only draw power. They don't send power back to the battery. So I left them plugged in overnight, and it didn't work. As I'm saying that, the only thing I'm thinking is they do have a USB-C port, because I had them plugged into that screw-in port. Now that I'm thinking it through, that USB-C might send power back to them and might charge them. So we'll try that in a second. Let me get this controller patched back up real quick. And like I said, tomorrow's plan, I guess, is tonight's plan is going to become more familiar with the Starlink and see if it is the generator like Tim is saying. And if it is the generator, I'm not sure what I can do other than maybe here when the tide comes in, push the barge way up and get closer to the house and see if I can drop shore power from the house. That, or sneak up the creek over there, because I'm looking at a generator sitting on a floating dock that was one of the work generators, and it might, as Tim say, not be as messy as the other ones are. I don't know. Might be worth trying another generator. Tim, I'm looking forward to that email of you telling me what your thoughts are on how to improve it and to work through this issue, because not gonna lie, I was really, really excited about this live stream when that freaking Starlink came in. I mean, I'm telling you, today I must have checked 24 times on the FedEx tracker for that Starlink. I must have checked it, and probably another 24 times for this thing. And for both of them to not work is a kick in the teeth. To not be able to give y'all, there's a trash panda coming through the marsh. But for both of y'all to not, for both of them to not work, and me not be able to give you a feed from this, me not being able to give you a steady stream from the Starlink, and actually the battery issue, this has been a very disheartening feed, but it is what it is. That's the learning curve. That's what happens when you do stuff like this. This is way outside my my scope of expertise. So we are just getting good at being uncomfortable right now. If you move it, how far would you have to run power? I do have an iPhone. No, and Alex, you're right. No plan ever survives first contact. Oh my God, Alfred, I didn't see you sitting here waiting.
Wait for it.
What's up, man?
Bro, listen, I can barely hear anything because it's so loud in here.
How you doing?
Look at this. Hold on.
Oh.
I just left the boat ramp a little while ago. Uh, Crazy day, bro. Like there's stuff that happened today that I'm not gonna show on YouTube. It's just bad, bro. Like tough. Hey, the stream looks perfect, bro. Really, really crisp.
Well, the
Like
problem
good.
is I'm pulling off the house. Starlink's not working for me. I don't know if it's the generator not putting out sufficient power or what, but I'm actually
No,
pulling Wi-Fi from the house.
listen. Okay, the Starlink it has to calibrate. Okay, so you got to give it like 10, 15 minutes on the app. When you have the app, it's gonna tell you to position the Starlink in a certain area. So do that. You know, you point it to the sky, you get the stars and all that stuff, and then it's gonna calibrate it on its own. And then once you see the Wi-Fi signal, jump into that signal. But it's probably gonna take like maybe 15, 20 minutes for it to calibrate, and you're gonna see the actual Starlink move on its own.
Yeah, it went through that whole song and dance, and it worked probably for the first 5-10 minutes of the stream, and then it dropped out again, and then now it's, like I said, it did that a couple times to me, and now I'm pulling from the house. So.
Well, listen, because I can't hear much
Yeah.
because of the music here, I just wanted to drop in. It looks fire, but the Starlink is the play. It's gonna be the play for sure. 100%. I can guarantee that. So that's good to see that
Okay.
you're getting your figure. Are you gonna put the drone in the air right now?
No, the drone. The problem is too is I don't have the right HDMI card. Cable. I've got the micro and I've got the standard, and I don't have the mini. It calls for the mini, so I need to go back to the store tomorrow. I got the left and right limit taken
Listen,
care of.
I can't hear much. I saw some of it
Yeah,
earlier.
man.
I thought Cindy was on here also, and that's awesome. I love this. I love this. We're gonna do a lot more of this.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Hey, you guys have a good night. I'm out of
Have
here.
fun, Alfred.
There's
See ya. Yeah, I guess we'll the internet's not going to get any worse, so we'll just go ahead and pull Spuds and move her closer to the house. And I don't have a drop cord that long, though, is the problem. That's the problem. So I guess there's no real reason to pull Spuds. What can I do? Might try to plug that directly into the generator. Do you think that would work, Tim, if I plug it straight into the source rather than having it doing what it's doing throughout the entire boat? I think that might work. I don't like the idea of that modem being up top, though. Let me see. Give me a second. I'll be right back. After these messages, I'll be right back. So, y'all talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. It is what it is. Why am I doing that? Why am I doing that? I got a drop cable. I don't need to put the modem up top. I just need to put a drop cable directly to it. Y'all just missed that. I just doinked myself on the head. Oh my God. So the other day, by the way, before I do this, yeah, I figured that. I remember that much from building docks. that we had to run huge cable down these long docks just because of that drop. But I digress. So if my hair looks kind of funky, I'll find the clip and post it. But the other day I was cooking with a buddy and the fryer wasn't lighting. So I kept pushing the pilot, and when it finally lit, I got a fireball that came out. So my hair, my eyebrows, my beard, all of that caught fire the other day. I really, really wish that I had that on footage. I had the after effect on footage with my hair all crispy. But let me maybe just run a drop cable directly from that generator. I'll be right back. I almost ate that too. This boat was not built for me. Built for a gentleman named Earl, by a gentleman named Earl, which, by the way, Earl and his family are vacationing in the Keys right now. But he and I spoke. I know I've been threatening it, but Earl has agreed in July to come out and cook. So we'll get the guy that built the boat out to cook with us. So it's not showing up in here. All right. So it's calibrating now. Like Alfred said, it's saying it's going to take about 15 minutes. But just so you know, I went through this whole song and dance earlier. I can't get it to focus because my hands keep moving. There you go. Because it was too close. But I went through this whole song and dance before, so it's calibrating now, which is a good thing. I just wish we had the better show for you. But all right, see you in a sec, Tim. It's saying it's online. Again, another good thing. We're making progress. Let me see if I can find this guy and see if I can get it to work with the phone today. So you can see this screen and I don't have to put it right up there. There you go. Doesn't like to show it all that great for you, but that is what we have going on. The picture-in-a-picture decided it's going to work too. At least that's working, huh? So that's what it's doing right now. It's calibrating. Can I do? Oh, it just does picture-in-a-picture for number 1. Saying calibrating. Let's maybe grab the camera again. Let's get ready to take you back up topside and show you this thing. See if it's moving or anything. Because I do know, like Alfred said, it typically starts jumping around. It sounds like it's whirling up there. Let's not miss out on any of the action. Nope, it's not moving. I stand right in front of it and wonder why it's not getting service. Put my big old blockhead in front of it. Come on, lock camera. Oh, that's the dish. Back, good to see you back, Tim. Like I said, I just got it focused on the dish right now because it was doing some calibrations. But it's not really doing anything now. It's not really moving or anything. And then I'm getting 30 megabytes per second with a 6.3 megabytes per second upload. But it's still saying it's calibrating. I don't know if that screen looks good to y'all. It doesn't look good on my screen. And if it doesn't look good to you, just let me know and I'll change off of it. But I kind of figured I'd want to show you what I'm looking at. Takes 6 hours. I don't know which one I have. And that's what it looks like. But this is crazy. All right, we're supposed to find an open area. Well, bear with me again, because I'm going to have to unplug this thing from this camera, from this HDMI here. I'm going to go steal that one. So the one that's looking at it right now, I'm going to steal it because I got to scan for open sky. So I need a longer HDMI to show you what I'm doing. So are we still broadcasting? It looks like it's good. So let's do I am ready. Point your camera up. We're gobbling up the little green dots. Oh man, I can't bend back that way. Scan the entire sky. There we go. It's saying that it's a great place for the Starlink. This is what I got going on. But obviously, it ain't a great place because it ain't doing shit. It's telling me to shop for mounts or try a new location. It's actually, looks like I didn't have to go all the way up top to do that. Apparently these satellites will transmit through the structure of the boat, which is good to know. And it's taking me through this whole song and dance again. Now it's saying you may want to find a better spot because it's not transmitting. That's embarrassing. Back out of this. The top of my screen is busted. That's why it doesn't want to back out. Now, check. They feel snug, Tim. I haven't seen it moving. It's pretty much in the location it was in when it moved the first time before it went down. So that's where it's looking like, and it doesn't look any different than what it did. We'll keep the camera on it, though, in case it does move. I mean, it's still showing that it's calibrating and that it's online. So, I don't know, Alex. I would really, really like a good 6 right now. This is definitely something that is not for the 10 level operator. This is a more advanced operator level, and I am way outside of what I should be doing. So, hot day today though, but it's literally still showing it's calibrating. Do we do it? Do we try? Yeah, I don't know how. I mean, maybe this is a perfect time since it's all my diehards in here. I mean, it's still up there. It ain't moving. Maybe. No, it's still. This is right now Starlink. So we're on Starlink. Is it broadcasting? How are we broadcasting? Are we still transmitting? Let me turn on my phone just to see if we're transmitting. Because we're on Starlink's network right now. I can't hear anything on the phone, though.
How are we broadcasting?
Oh, oh, I can hear it.
Let me turn on my phone just to see if we're transmitting. We're on Starlink's network right now.
Jump down to here real quick.
I can't hear anything on the phone though. Oh, I can hear it. Let me turn on my phone just to see if we're transmitting. We're on Starlink's network right now. Jump down to here real quick. Can't hear anything.
The light isn't that good here, huh? Let's maybe spin you around, see how you look. We're looking at the lighting out here.
The light isn't that good here, huh? Let's maybe spin you around, see how you look. We're looking at the lighting out here.
My golly, that light's way too bright. These lights are way too bright for a dark setting. They're not good enough during the daylight, and then during the evening, they're bright as shit. Because I'm like whitewashed now. And then here now you can barely see me again. So maybe you off, and now I can't see. Maybe you off. It's going to get too dark. That's a little bit better, huh? That's a little bit better. What happened? Am I not transmitting? Did I lose you? Guys, I am so sorry about this. It's just... Nope. It's there. It's there. But now I'm blinded. So let's put you on the Starlink for now. I gotta change the battery in this other one. We are on currently the Starlink network though. So we might be okay. How's the picture? How's all that looking? I mean, I know the sun's going down, so some of this stuff is going to get a little bit more questionable as the sun goes down because the lighting's not going to be right. Don't have the boat set up for night filming, which it probably should be. Alex, if you're still here, I got a question for you. That high speed drone you got, the one we used at the farm with the different lenses, does it have an HDMI out? And the reason I ask is as the sun goes down, I'm curious about being able to get some good footage at night. Does that one transmit with HDMI? And if it does, can we get you out of here? But I don't know why that one's still up there. It's not moving, which is good because it means it's got a signal. Let me maybe see. I'm on the Wi-Fi with this. So let's hop back over to the app and run a speed test. Maybe see what the speed test looks like. See, we're not getting much out of it. Yeah, Tim, I did the obstruction thing. Let me unplug from this and we'll go back up top and we'll do that again. Check for obstructions. This is what confuses me. I know it's not the round one, and I know it's not the bottom right square one. I'm taking a wild ass guess that it's that one, because that one looks the most like what I've got. The top left looks the most like what I'm working with. So we'll confirm it, and then we'll do I'm ready, and it gobbles up all these little things here. And it really makes me try out my flexibility because but that's what it's focusing on. And see, it says clear view, no obstructions at all. This is a great place for your Starlink. So I don't understand that. It wants to do the same thing over again. Gobble them all up. It's a hungry phone. But yeah, that's what I'm working with. So there should be no obstructions, as you can see there. I mean, you can see there's no obstructions. So I don't know what the deal is. The top left screen of my phone doesn't like going back. You can see I'm pressing the hell out of it. That's what's going on there. So we're going to have to close out of the app and come back in. But it's saying there's no obstructions. It's saying that it'll take up to another 6 hours of collecting data. But I mean, again, what's the network name? Oh, not sure what happened there, but Yeah, so I mean, we're on it now. We're on Starlink's network right now. So I mean, I'm not having any issues now. And maybe let's see. Let's see if we can overload this thing. I don't know the best way to figure that out, though. See, the problem is right now it's showing me a weak signal. So I mean, it's probably only a matter of time before it drops out. Connection is unstable. If you're on Wi-Fi, try plugging it into your router or moving closer. And the router is literally right here, like right behind me. And it's just bouncing back and forth. Well, now the camera's having a tough time. Awesome. Well, at least it looks great. Tim, I got your email. I got both of them. The one saying no sound, and I got the one with the generator. So thanks for that. I'll look at that a little bit later. I don't have a multimeter, so we're not trying that right now. I mean, there's one up shop up there, but I don't have one out here. So that light, we're gonna definitely have to play with the lighting. Definitely gonna have to play with the lighting on this thing because I'd like to get it where I could do stuff at night on this thing. And yeah, the connection's unstable right now, so don't know what that's about. Don't know why the connection's that unstable. Like I said, it's pretty disappointing that it is so unstable. I'm just gonna go ahead and cover these lights for now. Help clean that up a little bit, but I don't know. Don't know what's. And unfortunately, with the Starlink modem, it doesn't have a way to hardwire into it. So it's that camera's. I don't know if the dish moved or not, Tim. And yeah, Brandon, that might be a good reason behind it. Pretty sure though. Starlink coverage map. That's crazy. Let me see if I can patch you into the computer real quick. So you can see what I'm looking at on this screen here. Three should be it. You should be seeing it here in a second. Yep, you're seeing it. So that is. Brandon, you might be right. Because we are right in here somewhere. Actually, yeah, that should be right where we're at, right where the cursor is. We don't have great coverage. So it might be. That might be what it is. I mean, it's bouncing in and out. But we're on Starlink right now, and I mean, for what I'm seeing here, what I'm seeing on the phone, it's rubber banding a little bit, huh? I mean, it looks better than what we did back in February, but it's still not great. Here, we'll do a speed test on here. I mean, it's not. I mean, that speed test is embarrassing. Take an hour to do. See, Tim, you're talking way above my pay grade here. I mean, the speed test on the actual app is giving me 27 megabytes per second up and 10 or 11 megabytes per second. I'm sorry, 27 megabytes per second on the download and 11 megabytes per second on the upload, which is actually really good. Calling their tech support might not be a bad idea. That camera's struggling to focus with all this stuff in the way. I can't really do anything with these wires. That one I might be able to get out of the way. I need to get a whole bunch of wires situated before we get the chefs out here. Here, Tim, let me go ahead, maybe get you in on this so you can see what I'm looking on these network statistics. I guess my phone doesn't like this thing anymore. There we go. Maybe you still got the big TV up, Tim, but I mean that's what we're looking like right now. That's giving you your latency, your throughput, your uptime, the outages, all that fun stuff. So that's what we're looking like at the moment. When you get done with that, let me know, and I'll go over to another screen. And it doesn't look like tech support, like they offer a phone number for tech support. If there's anything you want me to click on, let me know, and I'll click on it. Unfortunately, I don't know how to make that screen bigger. I just made it go away, huh? Give me 1 second. Not really sure. I mean, we're still broadcasting, we're still streaming. Run a speed test. Let you see. Ooh, man. I like those numbers. I really like that number. Is this number going to be solid too? This is the important one for me, and it's not solid. That one was nowhere near what I was going to hope for. Nowhere near what you could have hoped for. Let me go up and get this camera down while y'all are just staring at that. Let me bounce back over to the laptop for you. Think we're on here? Yep. So this is showing you the current satellite coverage. And you're right, they are avoiding the Carolina coast right there. So we don't have the best coverage for that. So that's what we're working with, but y'all, I think this is a stopping point. Not much else I can do. Probably want to wrap things up before. I mean, it's already dark out, but before it gets too late out here, I'd probably need to wrap things up and get out of here. So, got church in the morning. Once I get done with church, I'll come back out and mess with this thing, see what I can get sorted, and we'll go from there. But I'll do some research, Tim, on that generator, and then see what I can figure out. But I mean, we've been streaming the last 30 or 40 minutes. I think I plugged in at 8:25 back into Starlink. I can't remember. We've been streaming at least the last 20 to 30 minutes on Starlink. It's dropping in and out and it's rubber banding a little bit. That's not terrible. It's certainly not what I'd hoped for. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, I'll go to church afterwards. I'll stop at Best Buy. I'll get the cable. We'll get that drone in the air. Um, it says it needs 6 hours to finish. The problem with that is, Tim, I'm not going to leave that generator running for 6 hours. I'm not sleeping out here, and I don't have shore power for it. So I'm not going to leave that generator running. I was hoping it was going to be more plug and play, 6 hours. I don't know if that's just initial setup, but I think that's like for this location. And I need to maybe call Alfred tomorrow and find out. But yeah, we'll wrap this up. I'm gonna head home. Y'all have a great night. Thanks again. I'm gonna go to church in the morning and then Best Buy, run a couple errands, and I'll be back out here probably early afternoon, and hopefully check in with y'all, show you some progress. Hopefully we can get this Starlink figured out tomorrow and a couple other things. But anyways, uh, very, very appreciative of y'all hanging out with me. Thanks again, and I'll see you tomorrow. Y'all have a great night.